summons us. It's a big deal. It's a real big deal. Go ahead, Mark. You want to introduce everybody? Okay.
What's up, everybody? DMD and everybody who's listening to us, man. Welcome. We got the roundtable discussions with some of my favorite promoters and some of the guys out here helping us keep the city moving. I'm gonna take around and I'm gonna introduce everybody in here and give them a little bit of their pedigree and basically I'll just tell our relationship with each and every one of y'all. First, I got my man Romello over here. Did a lot of national work, Mary J. Blige's concert tours and stuff like that. Now he currently has the management for the boy Kenny Sway, just getting his feet back into the game of promotion and also management. So that's my man Romello, you know what I'm saying, got a lot of history and wisdom in this game of promotion and management and music. I got my main man, Tony Kane, about 25 years in with him. He introduced me to Scooby a long time ago, told me what it was going to be. He brought me in a little room when it was Black Alley before Casey got with him. He said, told me what they was going to be. So I guess you can call him like my secret recruiter. You know what I'm saying? Because he always put me on point with what's coming up next. He keeps scared to the city, you know, uptown dude. I always want to know what's going on in Kansas City. My man Sam over here, represent Positive Black Man. He come from the pedigree himself.
Right now,
Everybody got somebody that they need to deal with, call. Sometimes that's somebody for me and Stan, which is his uncle. I reference Sam the same way I reference Mark. Guys that we kind of like pass the torches to, and they keep innovative ideas and they keep us moving in a different direction. I got the great Frank White right here, good friend of mine, guy that I definitely respect the way that he promote with such thrust. Almost like he gonna make you come to his shit. You know, but he got the metro behind him and he work hard. And a lot of times people don't realize how hard we work to make sure that they safe, to make sure they get the dance, and make sure they get an experience. I got that's my man Frank, so I got love for you, bro.
I got love for you too, bro.
Yes, sir. Then I got my man Wally K. Man, I got a lot of stories to tell about Wally, but I'm gonna keep it short. His sister, that was my ride home from college for 4 years and 2 summers. So I know the whole family. So she always would drop me off on 21st and Maryland Avenue. That's where I grew up at. And she said, I live in Southeast. So I'm thinking she live in Southeast. They ain't doing too good over there.
So he's not from West Baltimore.
So I finally get to go, and she said, Black, you're going back to school late on Sunday night, but you got to get a ride to our house. So I go to the house. This ain't really Southeast like that. They got a pool out back. They got shit going on. I said, this is another kind of Southeast, right? So then she said, that's my little brother, and that's his car. His car was a Porsche. So look, he in the 10th grade now. I'm junior in college. I don't got shit. And so he already been used to that champagne. He think he faking and all that, but he come up from that, and that's who he is, man. One thing I like about Wally is that, he not afraid to step out the box and do things different, because as promoters, we gotta keep our mind open as to what's the next move, right?
Right.
Then I got the oldest promoter in the game. He older than me. By way of Howard University. He made his way to D.C. from Buffalo.
That's right. That's
Buffalo.
right. That's right. Rick James.
And I let him know all the time. All he can say is that we got Rick James. We got Rick James.
He know better. He know I give him Christian Laettner vibes. I give him
You
some
ever seen
hoopers.
him dancing?
Give him some
You ever
hoopers
seen him
too.
dance? I see him at the Wire Fest dancing. I'm like, this motherfucker, he ain't going, man.
But my man Steve got 30 years in the promotional game. He always, had my back. From cabaret days to curveball parties to tricky entertainment. you know, I always could call the brother and we could get that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he and I are working on something very big that's going to be beneficial to everybody. I'm not going to let it all out the hat right now, but it's more of an international flavor. So, you know, it's time that the world see how we do things in D.C. So we got things working, right? Then I call him my big little man over here, right?
Yes.
Nut, you know what I'm saying? Wayne Nut, D Nut, whatever y'all want to call him. I get chastised all the time, like, man, why you so with Nut? Well, I seen Nut come from managing the band and mix and figuring his way out, right? And right now, undisputedly, he got the longest running party in the DMV, but REFASA, right? Now, you can say whatever you want to say about FASA. So it might not be your style. You ain't gonna say a whole bunch of red bottoms in there. That's fine. But one thing about it, when you crack that door, they come to party.
Yeah.
Right? So if you come to get a good go-go and a good party, right, that got it popping, you know. And then I got my man Mark right here, who's definitely holding Tricky Inc. all the way down.
That's indeed.
Took all the pressure off me, man, because I was, what they say, I was fitting to go. Right? So here he come, you know what I'm saying, and really put everything together, gave us fresh ideas, kept us innovative, you know. He broke out BJ, the Chicago kid, last year. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was hip to him, then everybody started loving him. And, you know, he hit me to Kevin Ross about 5 years ago, talking about the kid from Howard played the piano. He can do this, he can do that. You know, Dad, we gotta do more. You know, man. Before they was doing the pop-ups, he told me to do this 6 years ago. Like, why we can't do some pop-ups? Like, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? You know, but just stuff like that. So he got all his big brothers behind him, me, Ray, Kurt, Bink, the whole crew. But we allowing him to lead the way right now, right? So that's everybody in the room, and then I'm gonna let Mark take it, right? The first topic we're gonna get is I want to know from these promoters is you know, how we gonna handle this gentrification of our city, and then I like to give my input, but I definitely want to hear what y'all got to say. I'm gonna start with the guy who always got something to say, and watch everybody look at Frank White. Yeah, Frank gonna give you something though. He always got something to say. So you know, with the city changing though, man, our city changing, and it's a good thing. You know, we talk about it in our Tricky meetings all the time, and you know, we do a lot of national arts, but the experience of whatever's gonna happen, they still gotta understand that they are in DC, right? And you know, when I go to New Orleans, they got the best jazz spots. When I go to Jamaica, they hit reggae. I go to a party in California, they'll move into a West Coast rap come on, right? So when you come here, you're gonna hit some go-go, right? And I'm a guy that don't have go-go's, but I do have a go-go band in all of my events.
Exactly.
Yeah, so y'all can chime in right there, man, and we can get it popping.
Thank.
What you feeling, Steve?
I'll start. Hey, first of all, I think gentrification is helping.
Right.
Because even though I don't like in the housing market how they're taking all our homes and kind of pricing us out, in the promotion market, there's so many venues now that they're starving. You know, so they have to deal with us. Where back in the day, you know, Black, back in the day, I remember I was out Crystal City at the Marriott, one of the first PBMC parties, and we was cleaning up the hotel to make sure we could stay. And they still ended up not letting us do the next function because they said it was too many Heineken bottles in the parking lot. We cleaned up the whole hotel.
Right.
And they have a housekeeping staff, right? So I think in a way, gentrification is going to help us as long as we tap into it as the true businessmen that we are and women, right? And let them know that we, you know, Black and I talk all the time. I'm coming through the front door. I'm coming through the front door with a real contract, with a real credit card. What you want to do?
Right, absolutely. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. What we got, Young Sam?
Well, you talking about gentrification, how it has affecting us in
Everything
the
on
park,
promotion and
marketing,
entertainment.
promotion,
Yeah,
entertainment.
that's it. Yeah.
I think that we just got to continue to express our voice. See, we just made Go-Go the official music of the city. So I think we just got to stay vocal with it. You know, it'd be nice to have a actual house of Go-Go, like a House of Blues in LA, where people outsiders come in and out of town, you got bands going 24/7. You know, we just gotta set the bar as a community and stay strong, because a lot of us has already been priced out of the city. You know, so we ain't far, right across the line. So we just gotta let our presence be known and stay active with it. You know, and doing stuff like this. I didn't even know what I was getting into. Stan said, "Hey, I need you to go over here." I'm thinking we having an off-record type meeting. But this is good. This is a good start to bringing everything together where we can have a strong voice, you know.
Quick question, is it a big deal, you know what I'm saying, if we in PG or DC? Because it always been, you know, right across the line to me, you know. So it's not a big, you know, not that big a deal.
I don't know. When I hear people say that, I don't know what differences that they trying to make out of it, really. You know, because you got the same type of people in Southeast that you might find in Oxon Hill,
Right.
or, you know, Uptown, and, you know, right across Hyattsville, per se. You know, so it really doesn't matter, especially this day and time, because, you know, it's not a lot of original Washingtonians that actually live in the city. You know, we all kind of been displaced. You know, so, you know, the argument could have been different 15, 20 years or so back. You know, but nowadays, I think that's just a conversation that don't even need to be had. You know.
Couple things that I was talking to Mark about that I'm gonna share with y'all. You know, whatever his marketing tactic was, we had the most white people ever in Summer Breeze this year, right? And I feel two kind of ways, you know what I'm saying? You know, part of me feel like this our stuff and he gotta go get it. And the other part of me feel like, well, it's all good. Y'all welcome. Just how we want to do it. So when y'all know that we in DC, I'm down here, I'm here to beat or the PM here, national artist. So he laughing at me because I seen like 6, 7 white girls. I said, oh, you know, the national artists, they about to leave. And they come, I said, oh, y'all leaving, young lady? She said, oh, no, we're going to get another Summer Breeze, right? Do a drink, right? So I'm just, you know, I'm watching it change, you know, and he won't let me not watch it change.
Got to.
I'm enjoying it. But if I go to a brunch and I pass out 10 flyers, 6 of them not from here, you know. They moved here, they migrated here, they went to school here, stayed and all that. So, you know, it's all good. We just got to know how we want to always attract everybody and not just certain.
Man, I heard what Steve said, that, you know, sometimes gentrification helps. From where I'm from Park Road. I remember when it was all black. I can't even live in my neighborhood no more. I can't afford to. But I feel as though, I was told a long time ago by my grandfather, he was a master poster. And when he seen 2 and 3 white people walking their dogs in our neighborhood, he said, Frankie, they coming. They coming. So that's the first time I heard that. Then you had what they do. If you just look what they doing. They took our bumpers, our 40, you know, our 40s and our little bags, and they put umbrellas on the street and say, hey, you can't drink on the street, but you come and spend $10 for that same bumper you to pay $3, and you can get up under this umbrella and sit here on 8th Street. And we were even gonna put a streetcar and make it look like San Francisco, jump off, get up on the umbrella, and drink. You can do it that way. So what we gotta do, another thing we gotta do for the clubs, we gotta make them feel comfortable. They the ones that really own these businesses, not us at this time. Because in the 80s and everything, when everybody was on the street, I look at it, we didn't invest our money in that. So now they own the buildings, they own the apartments, they own the clubs. We gotta make them feel comfortable.
Sam on something.
Huh?
Don't sleep. Stay on a lot of.
Okay, I understand that.
Don't sleep.
but what I'm saying is, as long as we can get these people feel comfortable, one thing he said, you come in there with your credit card, and you got your money, and you come in with a contract, you know what I'm saying, and then you can show them some past past events that you have done is successful, and they call and they say, oh, no, it wasn't no incidents and stuff. They feel more comfortable.
Absolutely.
And I'm with Monk. I got a white guy that goes see Essence all the time. I know you know what I'm talking about. When he buy tickets and he bring his girlfriend, I feel good. I like to see white people enjoying our music because they not scared of our culture. So the more white people that you get to come to listen to us, the more they're gonna open the doors for us. You dig what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? They're already pricing us out. And as what you said for PG, I don't care where you from. You can be from Baltimore like you are. You can be from PG. It's not where you from, it's where you at. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, some people, you know how people from PG say, oh, I'm from D.C. No, they really not from D.C., but it's all right. But it's all right. It's about the DMV.
Right.
So, you know, if we can do parties, if we get more doors open in D.C., I think it'll benefit our culture. You dig what I'm saying? Whereas though we already know PG County really don't want us no more.
Yeah.
And they want the big business
They want
down on the wharf.
MGM.
Exactly. So anything they can do to shut a club down, they're gonna do it. So I'll be listening to you, big brother, when you say, man, sometimes you gotta make them put some shoes on and stuff like that. I've been listening to you. So, you know, I'm trying to incorporate that. And there's nothing wrong with Fast Eddies. I love Fast Eddies for real. He already know. I used to be a Fast Eddie boy.
Yeah.
Fast Eddie boy.
Right.
So it ain't, you know, that's nothing. But yeah.
So, you know, I always say it's an education process for a lot of folks. They got to understand our music. Over 3 years ago, I had a contract to put Backyard in Ivy City Smokehouse. The day tickets went on sale, I got a call your show was canceled. They didn't understand our music. This past weekend, we had 600 people on the inside. We had another 400 people outside trying to get in. They couldn't get in. It took 3 years for them to understand our music, to feel our music. It took them to see Backyard at the City Winery to say, oh, this is what we're missing.
Where they felt comfortable. Right. They had to feel
comfortable.
comfortable. Yeah.
And it still was some issues there immediately. Why they gotta wear tennis shoes? And we just like, look, you gotta understand that it's a process. It's not a venue where you're gonna change it up immediately on the folks. If it was a dressed up style venue and the way we were doing it, folks would be comfortable with that. But they're used to coming in here dining, having tennis shoes on when they sitting here eating in your establishment. So it's just been an education process. A lot of the venues you look at, you know, Backyard in Saks, now with Griffin, with Vibe Band and that. A lot of the venues, after they get exposure and get an understanding of our music, they open the doors. Like now we got Backyard at Public Bar, white-owned establishment. It took Dre, who's been doing with Uptown, made the introduction. They seen it, they liked it, they loved it, and now you starting to see more bands. You're gonna start seeing more bands there. Same thing with Lucky Strikes. They had to understand it. They realized what could come from out of it. They opened the doors for
They
it.
love the bar. Just say they love the bar money.
They love the bar.
They love the
Yeah.
bar money.
Oh, we
Let's keep it
spend
real.
differently. We ain't going
Yeah,
for two
yeah,
Bud Light.
yeah.
Yeah, we love the right. They love the bar money. Hey, if you successful bar, no fights,
but
they're gonna let
when
you
you
in.
talk about gentrification, though, gentrification is something that is going to happen. We already know it's going to happen, but it takes conversations like this with smart people in the same room, understanding that contracts, understanding somebody telling you no, you can't do it, but yet at the end of the day, when you show them what the potential and the possibilities are, that's when they embrace you. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, but at the end of the day, we all, I mean, we got years of experience in this room right now, like years of experience that can't be taken away. At the end of the day, we all got knowledge that we got to share to each other because, listen, knowledge ain't to be stored, it's to be shared at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Say that.
That's real talk. Say that again, bro.
So like, take for example, like the whole mindset and elevating the game. Like, take for example, D Nut, man. I got nothing but a high respect for him. Reason being, he got vision. And one thing when you see vision and then you execute on the vision, Everybody else see it too. MGM see it. You know what I mean? Like say for example, you know, dealing with what I do every day, I deal with the corporate side as well. They talk like they don't want us, but at the end of the day, they need to maintain their bills. So take for example, MGM is a big building that needs to be getting money. So at the end of the day, when they first, and I'm gonna tell you how it all started. When the MGM first opened up, they didn't want none of our music. They were getting, if you look at the entertainment the MGM had when they first opened up, it was Korean. It was the stuff that they do in Vegas. However, the top man in Vegas say, listen, homeboy, that's DC. Y'all better let that DC music get in there.
Yeah.
You say, man, because at the end of the day, they not coming to their shows. So the shows that they was doing, they was empty because they don't care. They had the back of that tape. You know what I mean? But when they start putting in and they start saying when they let the gigs go in there, packed house. And at the end of the day, people saw that. They saw it, they recognized.
Oh yeah,
They recognized. You know what I mean? They recognized. And so at the end of the day, when you have knowledge, take that we talking about justification. We as a group need to be talking about 10 years from now. Because it's going to happen eventually. It's going to happen.
It's already
You know what I mean? But then how do we make it make sense for us in the room? You know what I mean?
So one thing he said that I want to touch on real quick, you know, and all of y'all want to attest to this, is sometimes sharing knowledge, right? Promoters got a small ego. All y'all think y'all smartest ones in the room all the time, right? Yep. That's the while you feel like you're Harvard grad with this shit, right?
Let me say something though. When me and Nut was partners, ask Nut what I did. I stepped back. What I say? I said, run the show.
But I'm talking on in terms of like giving knowledge, right?
Right.
So, you know, to all of y'all, you know what I'm saying, we from Tricky, we'll give you the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You got to get your own hustle on and figure out your own lane. But you ask a question, ain't like Mark or Colonel Ray or Bink gonna send you the wrong way. They gonna send you the right way, right? And you know, just in every situation when you divide, you conquer. Now, it's a tricky situation because all our mailbox got different bills. What work for me might don't work for you, right? But if you come and blatantly ask me for knowledge, right? What's the number to so-and-so? What book are they going to use, right? So-and-so, what they going to ask for? Grass, how much is the insurance? How can I get that sponsorship? But I can't. Here you go, bam. One thing y'all got to realize that I figured out, and I preach this to Steve all the time, when any of y'all have a good function, it makes people want to go out again, right?
Especially
if you lay egg, and your shit garbage, don't think that's make Tricky easy. They're like, I don't want to go to none of that, right? So indirectly, we got to spread the knowledge, and we got to kind of like support each other, not even on the hate. I don't have to sell tickets for nothing to support, right? 10 people gonna call me and say, where's the good party? I said, what you trying to do? I just want to get in. Look, this is where you need to go, right? Instead of saying, I ain't going, you know, we can't afford to do that no more. Exactly. Right? That gotta be better, right? And the promoters that really puts that out there, they kind of like, you know, they gotta get in their own lane. You know what I'm saying? So if we just can kind of like just pat each other on the back, he do Black Hollywood in Miami, right?
Bro, I was just getting ready to say the same thing.
Now he do Black Hollywood in Miami. I done sent plenty of people to that. I ain't been yet. You did the Miami takeover. You already know, right? We done conversated plenty of times on that.
Right.
Never once would you hear you come out of our mouth. None of our mouth should we say, I ain't going to that shit, right? Which lead me to one more discussion I got to deal with. I had a meeting with my two brothers, Jermaine, Wiley K, and Nip. Right? And I got a serious problem with it. In the city, time's gonna come that we all gonna have events at the same time. It just happened that way. You just switched the date of your event for my black party, right?
Exactly.
Sometimes you gotta do it. Sometimes you can't.
I've done it a couple times.
Right. But sometimes you can, and I've done it. Right?
Yeah, you did it for me? Yeah.
Right, I did it for you, and I
Yeah.
did it for nothing. You know what I'm saying? He'll
Right.
tell you, it ain't that serious. Like, but let me move that day, right?
Right.
But sometimes you can't.
Right.
But if you drop 6 figures on the show, well, I don't want to go against you, right? So then I got my two brothers right here you going down Miami in this block, and you going down Miami in that block, right? That disgusts the shit out of me. Because now I got people coming from my area, they got to choose where
Which
they
one to
go.
go to?
Yeah.
Right? Now, sometimes, man, you know what I'm saying, we gotta get the little dick in. The dick too big, you know, just break it down, man. Let's make it work. Right? Now we got
Everybody come to one show.
only because we're gonna give a better product to the people.
Mm.
And as much as y'all think it's about y'all, it ain't. It's about the people who bought that ticket.
Right.
Ask anybody in Trick.
Right.
Right? I can ignore the shit out of them. We fight all day. Argument. Not for each other. We fighting because we worrying about making sure the people who came out got their clothes ready to come support us is straight. Right? Now, anybody can say, you know, like I told you, Wally been living good since he was 15 years old. He not faking. Right?
Yeah.
So he can say, yeah, I could do this. And you say, I could do that. But at the end of the day, would the people get a better experience if we put it together?
Absolutely.
Right? You know, now I'm just asking. Then you got dudes like, you know, what you doing is different from what they do. Right? It's a different clientele, different type of function, boat ride, you know, so and so, so and so. Which is good, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if I was to go do something in Miami that time, either I'm gonna do it with him or I'm gonna just say no.
And chill, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna lay back. When we was in Atlanta, we got out each other way, right? I had a big party in Atlanta, he had a big party in Atlanta, right? I said, I tell you what, I'm gonna take this date. He said, all right, Black, I'll take that date. And guess what I said to him? Give me 200 tickets. I'm gonna make sure everybody on my trip will be there. Did we come?
Yeah.
All right, rubber bands of money to you, right? Rubber bands of money to you.
And that's the whole flip side of that conversation too. So much we and we feed into it sometimes. I know as promoters, just we got to be honest with our heart. Like so many times, people pit us against each other.
Exactly.
Oh, Wally's weekend and Steve's weekend. You know that why they both in Miami. So on the other side, I agree. On one side, I agree. We got to stick together and help each other out as much as we can. I call Wally all the time. Well, help me out in Miami. That's your city. But on the other side of the fence, we gotta spread the word that we're together. Like, I send people to Wally's weekend, and I've been before, right? He's been to my weekend, right? Our weekend. So, the same time, we gotta edify each other. Same time, we gotta edify each other. Like, people called me the other day, Saturday. Obviously, y'all know I was the original member of Positive Black Men Coalition. They had the reunion Saturday. Man, Pose is my spot. Definitely. I'm supporting that. Go see him.
Right.
I won't be able to attend this weekend. I had something to do, right? But at the same time, behind the scenes,
Still got.
I'm edifying them.
Yeah.
I'm edifying.
I'm with
We got to do that for each other.
Right,
We
right.
got to do that for each other.
And we got a unique set of skills that the person who paid to come that don't have. So I can easily come and say, Frank, come on, man. I come in here, so I say, no, spend that extra money. You got to put the lights on that stage there in the dark. Right?
Mhm.
Yeah, you the same thing. Raise that. Go
Absolutely.
get it so and so. Make them feel like they got experience. Right?
Right.
That ain't cost me nothing. Right? That's just me wanting to see my brother win. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I know, yeah, I hipped them too. I ain't hipped them. I know what I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? Because when I'm in a function and that ain't my function, all I'm looking at is the people.
He sure do it. He
Yeah,
critiques
yeah,
mine.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Damn
saying?
right.
You know, and then I'm not gonna hold that information. I'm gonna
The
tell you.
Godfather,
Now that
for
security
sure.
team right there, so see your man right there? He up to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
He trying to
saying?
get some
I'm gonna
extra
let you
money.
know, cause at the end of the day, we gotta kind of like peep at each other a little bit. Now, you don't gotta promote my stuff. I don't gotta promote yours. Our mailbox different, right? You understand what I'm saying? But just like you said, edify just a little bit. Pay attention. Well, you know, you're a promoter. You can see stuff that a person who paid can't see.
Mhm.
Right about that.
You know,
I-
and when you say about helping each other out, like I had got a call. I had did MGM with Mo, and then Nat did it. And Nat told me, he said, "Man, look, I want to fuck with you and Kirky, man. Come on with me. Let's go. I don't mind. I ain't had nothing I'm doing with you. Come on, big brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't have, man. One thing, man. I can't hate. And if we get a lot of the hate and, oh man, you going to that party like you said, that, man, we can win together. I don't mind. I'm a team player. Like, it's times that somebody like I felt like when me and Nothing Else was together, he had some new ideas because he was coming from the managerial uh, responsibility for the mix, and I had been doing it, and it was up and down where we was at, where I was at with Essence. When he said, "Man, look, let's do it together," I said, "No, go ahead, you lead the charge then. I might be burnt out in this certain spot. You got to do it. So if you can innovate and uplift it, go ahead and do it." I mean, I just grind because I know what my capability is. I'm gonna promote, advertise, and I'm gonna get out there in the cold. I'm gonna put them flyers out. Everything you think about it, boom. Not to come with all types of flyers, and I'm not doing that. Now that's the one thing I'm not. He gonna design the flyers, come out with it, come with some themes. He asked me about this theme or that thing, and he would do it. So it's all about sometimes we do gotta take a back seat, be a team player, and sometimes, man, if that man got $200,000 in a party, and I got a little small party, it ain't going. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we do need to back up. Like I know Tricky got an annual. I know you got an annual. You dig what I'm saying? I know Miami, you got an annual. You dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna back up. Cause all I gotta do is call Steve. Look, man, I'm coming through that pink and white. You dig what I'm
You
saying?
already know.
Black, I'm coming through.
And where
You
you,
know what I'm
at?
saying?
Front row.
Yeah, he puts me right in the front row.
I'm gonna say something else. One thing I tell everybody, this is in life. Never let nobody else dictate your relationship with somebody else. If you don't know that person, because I get this all the time. People have a perception of me, but never did no business with me. So don't let somebody else decide who you gonna deal with.
Exactly.
You gotta talk to the person. Because I tell people that work for me in a workplace, don't let me tell you how that person is. You gotta learn them. I got my own relationship. You gotta get your own relationships. Because at the end of the day, we walk around for years with animosity on our chest that should have never been there.
Right.
The animosity should have never been there because we allowed somebody else to tell you, and it was a whole different situation that you never gonna have with that person. You never gonna have the same situation. And I get it all the time, and I just want everybody in this room to just take a thought and just take that home with you. When you take that home with you, it'll fester out to everybody else, because that's how the city is, and that's why we can't do what we're supposed to do. The thing is, we so worried about why and how, and nah. If we sit down in a room, I'm pretty sure when we speak sensible knowledge, not what you
heard about
sensible
somebody.
knowledge, it's gonna make sense, and if it makes sense, it's gonna make money. At the end of the day, that's what I learned. If it makes sense, it make money, right?
Yeah, I mean, to bring that all back together, right? Like we started off talking about the gentrification, right? Where, you know, we got a lot of new places too as well, right?
Yes.
And when everybody got that same mentality, like we not going to get left out, you know what I'm saying? So it took like that lady, right, who made the little noise complaint. Boom. Now everybody proud again, because it was a point. Go-Go itself was getting a little stint behind it, like some people too cool for Go-Go, so forth and so on, you know, and that type of thing. But that one little move, which is a part of this whole gentrification thing too, kind of brought everybody together. Like, hold up, you know what? This our soil, and yeah, no doubt. And then so you know, with that being said, and then we got like, you know, the shirts, and now there's a little more pride, and we saying like not being separated but having a unified thought. Like, you might got a party that ain't the same as this party, so that just is what it is. But if we all think the same because we all talk to each other, they talk to each other. You know what I'm saying? Whoever owns Saks, he know the dude that owns St. Eve's. He know the dude that owns Abigail. They know each other. If we all got that same mentality, we thinking that same you know, wavelength, then when we start going in, they ain't gonna really easily tell us no, because now we got a group of people who might got different ideas, but we together. And you see what happened, like now we got national music and so forth and so on. And so it just got to be a unified thought with whatever it is that we do, you know what I'm saying? And so that's one thing, sometimes when like gentrification, where you get your back put against the wall, that also was make the diamond, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what bring Go-Go back to life, you know what I'm saying? And Nut carrying it on his shoulders like it ain't nothing. He definitely carrying that joint, but you know what I'm saying? But that bring it all back to life. And that showed that if everybody got a unified thought process, that even if you having a party, you not, whatever, or, you know, we might not all shoot at the same basket, that's for sure. right? But as long as if we all on the same mentality that we try and make this shit get to another level, then that's what's going to do it.
I wanted to say something on that point too. I got a problem with you, and I got a problem with you.
Oh shit!
Right, serious problem, right? Because 2 late notification, but it's on the same thing. Our family, our nephew, our son, our cousin was running for office. So that's the next level too to this thing, right?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
We got it, Derek, the greatest dude on earth, was running for council in Bowie.
Right.
We have 99% of us live in Bowie.
Right.
I tried to promote the hell out of the thing, but I got late notice. But I'm just being joking.
I know.
As far as getting on, but that goes right along with you saying. I love what you said. First of all, communication. We need to talk more. Me and Sam need to talk more. Like, you're the next level.
We can text.
Stan is doing. I mean, we talk all the time, and apparently, Black is like the linchpin. You know what I mean? But we need to talk more, and we also, with the gentrification piece, we need to get in the political piece.
Absolutely.
We need our reps. Like, also Brooke is awesome, right? Aisha Brayboy, that's my girl too. Awesome. We know a lot of people. The mayor, awesome, right?
You got Gigi trying to throw her head in.
Exactly. So we know people in the game, but we need to stay on the political side too, because again, part of going in through the front door is if you give me some static. Oh, by the way, you do know,
Right.
I'm aligned with Derek Mallard, right? Yeah. So let's keep that piece in there too.
That's a very valid point.
Okay.
What I've been out for years, and I can attest to it. I rolled my first bag into the game in '86, but it took till '99 for me to realize where the lack thereof was. When I would pull into this town on tour buses, the musicians, first thing they wanted to do, where's the music? Where's this go-go music out here? So, you know, they had runners, the guys that would come down to day labor. They would go to the Wiz and these places and bring the music back to them. Because it wasn't, the paperwork wasn't right on it. They were stealing for years. Just one example. But in '99, I bagged on the first Cash Money Rough Riders tour. And I remember Abe Poland walked down into the tunnel where we were. And it was myself, Al Heyman, Freddie C. And he said, y'all running up on time. You know, the contract, for every minute that you're in here, is $12,000. Period.
I heard that.
No ifs, ands, buts about it. But what I see when I come to DC is that you have dynamite brothers, dynamite promoters, but nobody owns shit.
I just said that's what I was
You
talking
have
about.
to own a venue. You know, it's like we plugged in with the council, excuse my French. We know what the next 5 to 10 year plans for the area. Why not go buy the raw land and just sit on it as a consortium? How many brothers here? You know what I'm saying? Whatever that is, I mean, it doesn't even have to be cash. It can be credit. We can extend it as a consortium. It's easy to get funded. It's what I've learned, and I do real estate, it is so much easier to get the big number than it is to get the small number.
Wow.
They don't care about if it's 5, 10 million. You can't move the land. They want the deal anyway. They're in California. But you landed a deal that carries an ARV once it's built out and developed of whatever the millions might be. And especially if it's an opportunity zone. We sitting there, if we dump some money into it, think about it. All right, give me an example. We buy a property for $2 million, right? For the first 5 years, you're only going to pay 10% on that money in an opportunity zone. If we leave it and roll it in there in 10 years, whatever that value is at that point in time, we won't pay any taxes on it if we decide to sell it. Let's say we rolled out at $300 million, we cash out there. But I love my people, but I don't like the fact when we give our power to they. Screw they. Because at the same time, their money spent like ours. We just have to figure out what we're not doing. We're doing this, and we need to do this.
Right.
Even if it's something, man, to say, look, and it's like this, we're sitting here. There should be a prospectus here the next time we meet. This is what we're doing. We have 5 or 6 sites that we can put an arena or a small hall on. And now, we get somebody like Clear Channel or somebody else to come and fly a flag on it, and they're paying the majority of the bill. We're gonna get the tax break from wherever we putting it at.
Exactly.
You understand?
Yes.
We're creating jobs.
Yes.
And at any given time, we sitting here, hey, you wanna do your thing here? Boom, you got it this day, boom,
Right.
you got it that month, you got it this month, you got it that month. Oh, it's free for the next 3 months, we're gonna do some renovations, then you go in, and basically, we're just doing a percentage on it. We're just cutting a percentage. We do $1, and, wait a minute, what's at this point? Well, I remember years ago it was $1.25 a seat, but, for restoration, but let's just say it's $3 a seat for restoration plus whatever our percentage we decide to divvy up amongst our brothers, and then we take the pot. But at the same time, you have other outside promoters that are willing, and they gotta come through this primary market. It kills me even to work radio right now to this day with the artists that I have. Everybody at those radio stations. There are very few that are from this area, so they don't understand
The
what goes on
dynamics,
here.
right.
So
He's right.
you gotta look at it from that standpoint. They're willing to take someone from Carolina or somewhere else and put them into this market. Like I tell my guy, he's patient. He understands the game. I said, man, we're in the gym. We're in the gym. Yeah, he's different places, but for me, because this is his spot, and he grinded from the corner, singing for change, he's gonna make it here.
Right.
He's gonna make it here, because it makes it so much easier everywhere else. That's what I'm saying for y'all. I'm telling you, man, I've been around, man. Nobody do it like Deuce from DC. Nobody. Nobody.
It's true.
Nobody. Nobody. But the thing is, everybody's doing it for the dude next to him as opposed to doing it for the collective. The collective is everything.
Amen.
If I'm doing a show and hey, look, man, we're gonna go ahead and get the arena. This is what the buy-in is. We all gonna buy a piece of this Beyonce joint. This is what the cost is. Hey, man, you got your annual, pause on that. But see, on this joint, we got the ancillary. We control it all. Nobody's done after parties. We can sell that. We can take it somewhere else. Now we got a big name that we can buy corporate in. Man, Cavassier, come fly. Give us that 50, give us that $100,000 on the front end to market this thing. Now we can talk. We got to see the table. See, my whole thing is, for years, I watch y'all. Y'all get your things, but you're leaving the fucking table.
Wow.
Don't leave the table. Take the table. This is not about leaving money. Take the whole table.
That's like
Accommodate,
taking
consolidate. If I'm making
a
30, he needs to make 15. He at home. He ain't even leaving his house.
He
Yeah.
If I'm making 30%,
giving up
he
that
make
game right
15%.
now.
He making 10%. He making, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
If y'all down in Miami
You got
and we invested in
you got
it,
the
both of y'all
promoter
going, okay, you
side.
got the high end, you got the low end. You
In
choose
gambling,
this week,
he's
you got
saying
that
take
week.
the
All
line.
right, we back.
That's true,
Yeah,
big.
we might.
All right,
Taking
we
the
gonna
line.
come, matter of fact, we gonna come down on the third day of it, and we gonna stay in the Fontainebleau. We just chilling, getting massages and whatever, and gonna come to the grand finale party. And then the next day, we gonna sit back and drink cohibas and smoke our cigars and count up, and then we gonna party. We gonna party.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the collective is putting it on paper.
Yeah, no
What's
doubt.
your number, man?
Hey, that's good stuff from Hello, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I brought some power in the room. Y'all heard it.
Man, much as he sent up my VIPs, he ain't never talked like that.
Yeah.
And when we come back, Mark got some more stuff he gonna touch. Big up to my man Romello, speaking
Romello.
real knowledge.
Yes, sir.
Some of the stuff he told me, I hate to say it though, right? Young grass guy giving me the same stuff in the other ear the whole time, right? So is that your father?
I don't know. I ain't get the whole story yet. And I was
saying
looking
that
like
too.
Yeah, so we're gonna take a break with my man Nico. We be back. Let's get it in, man. Real shit, man.
Time for the big
Blue
part.
Refill.
I got it.
Hello. Way to
I'm
close,
alive.
way to close out.
Mark,
Yeah.
pause the joke.
We'll be right
You
back.
don't want to pause, just keep it live.
I say the 1, 2, the 2, the 3, the 4. Them good MCs and the hit. See they got everybody on the head. And see they ain't gon' leave it till they find it. Now it's 1, 2, the 2, the 3, the 4. Hanging on my nigga Reds and the hit. And see they got everybody on the head. And see you ain't gon' leave it till they find it. They come out. The ones you niggas know about the dirty side. Like the thing with Georgetown Hoy, you see. Always party with me. This night might be where I be. Talking about Damian Jackson. Only one show love. Also we gon' party with my man Wayne. Got to get this party atmosphere ready for 'em. Going away in 6 days. Know they gonna show 'em the money. Know we gonna do something when they go away. Gotta make 'em drop that and give 'em that. My nigga Wink, they will have affiliated with the MCs. Also let me thank Sweet Tammy and Sweet Yasmin. So miss y'all, baby. Y'all been throwing a lot of shade lately. Don't even act like that, like the thing that Del Rey do. Party with that Damian Jackson. And also Sweet Fairy Lee. White girl, and protege. One time, twisted off the Alizé at the bar. One time, throw you Southsides and Stars. VA Styles. Also, like to thank that G-Rod. Come on. Also, that 7th Avenue crew. What's up, old? Also, like to thank Lisa of the world. You know you always a party animal, girl. One love. Also, like to thank my man, back there from the good MCs. Songs, protocol. Also, don't forget about each and every Friday, the Black Hole. Also, doing something with Sunday nights at Del Rio. Also got my DJ John over there, mixing that 1 and 2 for you and your whole motherfucking crew. You gotta kill brothers off. Also like to thank the Burley Eastern Shore honeys, showing some love. Fuck the Crips and the Bloods, my nigga Red's in there. Also my man Dirk going to school, doing something for him, don't be no fool. Gotta get that knowledge for the scholars. It's all struggle, dog. Yes, man. Time bad. Hey, time to do. We know you was here, baby. Now we know you here. What they do, Reds? What they do? They do, dog. Come on. They got them like they want them. That funky drumming. And Buggy and Sauce, I think they want to take them to the old school. Come on. Think they want to take them to the old school, yeah, you got a sauce. Overwhelmed. You ain't a crook, son. It's a shit one. Sauce, struggle down. Drummer. They want that old school. Yeah. The old school rhyme. Yeah.
25 years, never run. That's a real story.
Right.
What's the name of the club that they call?
The people.
Riverton.
The oak, the oak tree, yeah. Yeah, they got money over there for years.
And
We back,
CJ,
y'all. We back.
CJ's was across
Hey,
the street.
Kenny Woodley, best photographer, cameraman.
Oh, yeah, you still
in the
saying that?
business. That's
All
my
right,
photographer. He got
Somebody
the best
got
bike drops. Kenny Woodley.
We back.
All right, so we back. So first of all, man, thank Ro for that good knowledge, right? That was some good shit. That kind of like brought it all back together. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know, Ro man is Kenny Sway. Kenny Sway actually on the March 14th ticket, but Kenny Sway can flat out do it. You got something to say about him?
Man, all I can say is that we in the kitchen and they cooking it up. Boy, for the 14th, it's gonna be it's gonna be bananas. It's gonna be bananas.
You just
Okay.
went viral in the
Yeah.
hotel somewhere with Kenny Sway.
Yeah,
That joint
felt-
went viral.
Destroyed MGM, boy.
MGM, yeah, I knew it was a hotel.
Yeah. Good numbers. Thank everybody that came out, man, on work night. You know, when we did the head count revolving, it was 373 people that came in and out of there.
During a weekday.
On a weeknight.
On a
Can I go
weeknight.
live for part 2?
And
They
Kenny,
loving it.
and Kenny definitely can
They
do it.
loving the knowledge out in the streets.
I've known Kenny now for maybe about 4 years, and because I worked for the president, and I was actually coming out of the office, and I seen him at the metro station performing, and he killed it. And I asked him, I said, I need you to do my white party for my birthday with Familia. And he said, I said, you got a band? He had the unknowns with him at the time. He said, yeah, I got a band, we can do it. I said, I need this date. I'm gonna put you with a go-go band. I don't know about a go-go band. I said, what's your number? He said, 1,200. I wrapped up $600 right out of my pocket right then and there and gave it to him. And so I put him on his first show with Team Familia like 3 years ago. So
That's
Kenny
what's up.
definitely been doing his thing. He's been letting me know when he's been down at Sobeys and telling me to come check him out, which is right down the corner from the house. So very talented brother. Very talented
We
brother.
got
That's
new
what's up.
music out. It's on all the platforms, iHeart, Apple, Tidal. And when y'all want to mellow out, man, y'all can listen to him on Pandora Radio. Just type in Kenny Sway Radio.
Boom.
We'll ride on out.
And then so you just had the mic. What you got coming up? I know you got something. I know your shoulders pretty heavy right now. You got that go-go thing on your shoulders, man.
Yeah, man, we definitely. So, shout out to Pendergrass. I'm gonna say this, since Wiley said, shout out to Pendergrass for getting on both of us for the last 4 or 5 years. First time ever, one city, one sound. Miami Takeover meets Chocolate City Invasion. We doing it together this year, so
Oh, that's what's up.
gonna be big.
Goodness gracious.
That's gonna be big.
That's real big. Yes, sir. They coming together. Coming together.
Yeah. So definitely on that one. We're looking out for that one. Vibe, Backyard, Easy, Chuck. We got Frank White, MC, Casper,
Frank White's a DJ now.
Quicksilver.
Did you say easy?
Yeah,
Easy to party inside the party.
That's not bad.
Easy to party inside.
Yeah, so we definitely, man. So that's major for us this year doing that one. Of course, every Friday night, Rare Essence. Got that going on. Backyard every Wednesday night at Public Bar. So shout out to Epic Concepts. My entertainment company and Epic Concepts, the only 2 entertainment companies that have Rare Essence and have Backyard on weekly events.
There you
Wow.
go.
So
Y'all
definitely on that
Hey,
one.
what I tell you?
Hold it down.
Yeah.
Shoulders heavy, man.
Yeah. So after we end up partying with Tricky Inc. at not Summer Breeze, but for the Black Party on the 14th, March 14th, on March 15th, Backyard's first ever time at Bethesda Jazz and Blues Club. So we're
Hey,
gonna
boom.
take it down there with.
So they gotta put that cool shit on.
Got to, man. We
Oh,
gotta,
yeah,
we
no
gotta
doubt.
be.
Mo-
We
Hey,
gotta
my
be cool.
car, baby.
Hey, you gotta put your cool shit on our Moco.
Oh yeah.
No doubt.
Wear my fancy shoes every day.
Like you did for your birthday. We had a good time
I
in
ain't
for your
never got my
birthday.
fur goggles. Now I'm gonna wear them, Joe.
Yeah. So we got that
I
coming.
made you buy them too, Frank.
Yeah, you did.
Man, let's go, man. Take them Tim's over.
So we got that coming up. I got a Vibe on the 22nd of March, Fast Eddie's for Ace's birthday. I got going on.
What's up,
That's
Ace?
my homie.
Yeah,
Cigar smokers.
and then stay tuned. Chuck B birthday, Pam from Let It Flow birthday with
Biggest voice.
it's going to end up being Kim and Scooby, Vibe and Let It Flow, Hampton Conference Center. That one's going to end up dropping probably like next week with Chuck B,
What's the date?
Rico, April 11th.
That's a hot ticket right there.
April 11th on that one, so we definitely gonna get it in for that one. I got 2 parties at the MGM coming up this year. I can't announce both of those yet. I can announce one
Nah,
of them.
wait till you get the end.
Yeah, hold
I
on.
can announce one of them.
Hold on. You spewing though. I
Yeah,
say you don't. I say you let it
I was
out.
at the MGM the last time. We had a Stone Cold group in there.
We had a good time.
Yes, we did.
We had a good time.
Yep.
Carlos, Mo Shorter, my partners on that one. Like I said, we got
Los, Mo.
Junkyard coming. We got Backyard coming.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be big.
That's August, right?
Yeah, the junk could be August. And then September 14th, we got the Rare Essence reunion at the MGM in the theater.
Yeah.
That one is going to be crazy. Every single living member on stage that night.
Every single living member.
That's going to be
That's gonna be
crazy.
history.
Yeah.
That's going to be crazy. So you've seen Donnell posting it. Bojack coming back, Kim, everybody, Kiki, everybody on stage.
Yes,
So
indeed.
stay tuned. Yeah, definitely stay tuned. You'll see the videos will be dropping on that one of the individual members.
White sneakers.
What?
Yeah.
White head,
Man, I got.
Flat out, man.
Yeah.
You know what?
Hey.
You know, you
Flat
know,
out,
right
man.
now, my video-
Hey.
I know, because you
Already
had it.
know.
No, not that. Little Benny though.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what, you know,
That's my
favorite
dude.
R.E. cat, man. Shorty coming out.
Right.
Hey, is Lawrence, what about Lawrence?
Lawrence is doing. We already dropped the video from Maniac.
Lawrence come.
Maniac is doing it.
Whoa.
Yeah, we dropped the video already on Maniac.
Hey, what?
Jungle-
That's Maniac.
Jungle Boogie, Mickey, Smoke.
I might have to get a suite right there.
Hey, we
though.
got
There
Lawrence.
is one suite left, a 25-person suite left. That's it. All the other suites are
That's
gone.
25 persons.
On that one, it works out $179 a person for the suite.
No, how much the whole suite?
How much over?
Well, it's 179 times 25, so whatever
Oh,
that
now
number
let me
is.
wait till after my fuck with.
And then of course, you know you can do the food and alcohol packages with that one. So like I said, there's just one
Just credit
left.
card on your phone right now.
Right.
And backyard. I mean, I apologize for everybody that could not make it in Ivy City Smokehouse. They gave us a certain number to sell. We sold that amount. However, we still had 400 people that were trying to pay at the door on that last backyard party. I have 4 more backyard parties in Ivy City. Easter Sunday, Memorial Day Sunday, and my birthday, Labor Day Sunday.
Oh shit.
So we definitely gonna have a good time.
Told him about that
He
bad.
got the- he
Hey,
got
we
the
definitely-
city-
Hold
Oh,
on.
have mercy.
Hold on. I thought that was
I should let him go.
I thought that was called Labor Wayne. That was called Labor Wayne.
Labor
I told you
Wayne.
that 6'9".
Hey,
Right.
I should let him go late. What you got?
Get his pockets over here.
So we're gonna have a good time, man. We definitely gonna have a good time.
Keep the whole city rocking. man.
Got to.
Steve Mavis, what you got coming up, bro?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's our season. It's everybody's season. So we're going to start with my sister Zeta's birthday. Happy birthday,
What's
Zeta.
up,
Happy
Z?
birthday,
You told us to
AKA
give you a
is in the
shout out.
building.
The best promoter in the city.
No
We
doubt.
love you.
No
AKA Stand Up.
Yep.
That's March 7th at a nice little spot. Lily and the Cactus. Y'all gonna hear more about it. Like you say, support Black owned. He won one of the first chef shows, Ivy City Smokehouse, the owner, black chef, real nice. And you can do hookah and cigars. Next Level Entertainment, all my brothers, Damon, Mark, Chris, Nuck.
What
Let's
up,
go.
team?
What up,
Next
team?
Level.
We
Yeah.
got Black Hollywood, Miami.
Oh shit.
Oh,
We
boy.
always got
Oh,
the
shit.
pink and white for breast cancer awareness, which is dear to my heart. Shout out my sis Tina Moore, Shalita, all my sis, my survivors, Terrain Lynch. Pink and white always in August. Stay tuned. Special artists. Our All Black is always the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Of course, I'm going to Aruba in May. They call me the mayor. I don't know why, but
about to-
yeah.
that's my first
Y'all
year,
come to Aruba and find out.
Doing this shit.
Shout out to Mark Soul Beach, and then we always do New Year's Eve. So we got some stuff coming up. Hey, get with the team, get with the movement. On break, we really talked about owning some stuff. Really, that's the key to gentrification, to defeating it. If the goal is to defeat it, we're really gonna look at pooling our funds, buying some stuff so that everybody watching this live stream can come, and we're gonna get a nice
Better
venue
say
in
it.
DC. Let's go, Mello.
Better
Before
say
the
it.
break, Mello really kicked some knowledge to us.
Put it out.
Stan Richards, where you at? Why you not here?
What's up, Stan? He got a rep. Don't
He
leave
got
the
the
big world
he got the
Sam
new
is
rep.
here.
He
He
Sam
got the
is
real
here.
rep. Hey, Sam is over here giving us some knowledge.
Wish I had some
Giving us
family.
knowledge, Stan. We appreciate you. We appreciate it. Hey, homie Freddie. Of course, all my Buffalo people, you know I shouted out Buffalo.
Come on, Buffalo.
We shouted out Buffalo.
Shout out Baltimore.
Hey, Freddie. Hey, Freddie. They don't want to hear about the hometown.
Hold up. Hey, Steve, hold up. Steve, I'm with the fig.
Hey, Freddie. They don't want to hear about the hometown.
Murphy Holmes, Alexis, and Terrence and Baltimore.
Okay,
Let me shout out.
see, they told me not to do this, but I gotta do it now. How many of y'all teams made the playoffs at this round table?
That's what we're gonna do.
How many teams made the playoffs? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, my time is up.
So Wiley K, how you doing, baby? Get him
My
on
time is up. They muted me. They muted me.
Wiley K, what you got coming up, bro?
Mr. Miami.
Mr.
Mr.
Miami.
Miami.
Y'all
Yeah, yeah.
Mr. Porsche in the 10th grade.
Y'all already know I don't do too much, man. I don't do too much. We got the Miami Takeover coming up July 24th to the 27th. I want to definitely give a big shout out to Chocolate City for getting down with us this year. We going in one direction. When I say I'm excited, I don't think y'all understand how excited I am. It's been 13 years of hard blood, sweat, and tears, and we finally going in one direction. So I only need one hand towel, not two. You know what I mean? So I'm working real hard to make that happen for everybody to come down to Miami and have a great time. Y'all know it's a yearly thing for us, but we work hard all year long. It's not just 3 days. We don't just pop up and plan this. My whole team, big shout out to y'all, man. We've been doing it for 13 years. We ain't never stopped. We gonna keep moving. I'm trying to do this 13 more years. I'm trying to have like every go-go band in the world to come down there and have a goddamn go-go soul festival. That's the dream, you know what I mean? If y'all hearing me right now, and we talking about go-go, and we talking about what we trying to do, the goal is to bring every band I can down to South Beach and blow all the sand off the beach till the beach don't work no more. You know what I mean? That's the goal. But I've been passionate about it. Y'all know I do third Saturdays with Vibe Band. Y'all already know we going with DC Vibe now. If y'all don't know, we branding DC Vibe. So DCVibe.com. Make sure y'all look into that. Y'all already know David Ruffin is nothing to be messed up with, and we gonna keep him rolling and flying out. You know what I mean? And other than that, man, we got July 11th with Frank White right here. Man, him about the first stage and work. And the thing is, this is what I want to talk about right now, real quick. At this table, as I sit and talk, things are happening that wasn't happening before. So with that being said, that's a movement, that's a change, that's a good direction. I want to thank, the Godfather, Big Pendergrass, you know what I mean? The Godfather, keep it moving, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Happy 50th birthday,
Blaze.
Hey, Blaze.
Hey, D-Blaze.
Happy birthday, baby.
What up, babe?
Happy birthday, Blaze.
But on a note, everybody out there, just continue to support us, man. We all work real hard. Everybody in this room works real hard to make sure that every time and every event that we do, we don't shortchange nobody. We make sure everybody good and we trying to elevate. All we need is y'all to continue to support us, man. That's all y'all need to do. Y'all job out there in the world, in the listening world, just keep supporting people that do good things. And we try and do bigger and better things, but we need the help of y'all. So keep that real, keep that moving. Think about that, because everything that's been talked about today, we need to own our destiny. And we need y'all help to do that. So I'm going to leave it at that.
Yes, sir. Frank Wizzy.
Well, man, this is Frank White, man. I'm going to tell y'all like this, man. I'm the bad guy. Everybody say I'm the bad guy, but guess what? The dudes in this room, a lot of them know my real character. So, like, one time, Wally K said, man, you just can't go off of what somebody say about you, you know what I'm saying? So listen here, they know my character, they know my grind, they know my sweat, they know I love go-go. You know what I'm saying? I've done parties with certain people in this place and just got recalled to do some more parties with this dude, Dwayne Nutt. So don't listen to all the sound effects that's going on, man. It's unity in this room. And the good thing about it, man, for the first time, man, I'm doing a party with Wally K. We always talked about it, but we doing it, man. So look here, man, what I got going down, man, next weekend, CIAA. Look at the flyer, man. Hey, look, this is the last year in Charlotte, man. I'm doing it with my man Fat Cat. He been doing it for 12 years down Charlotte.
But you got my homie on that ticket. Show him that.
Vibe is in the building Saturday the 29th. I got Kim and Scooby, Eastern High School alumni, Kim and Scooby on Friday night. Man, we doing it at Prime Steakhouse. Good eats, good music, and, man, good people, man. That's what we doing at CIAA this year. The last year in Charlotte. Next year it moves to Pendergrass' hometown of Baltimore. West Baltimore at that. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I want everybody, man, get your rooms, man. They got plenty of rooms in South Park, Concord, man, downtown, man. Look, come and have a ball, man. Also, man, like he said, man, April 25th, my man Kirky birthday, M2G, man. We got a party coming up. You know what I'm saying? Good man. You know what I'm saying? Man, good businessman, good business mind. He got the grind. He got a grind. Also, man, like you said, I'm going to take a hiatus for a minute. July 11th, I'm coming back to Wally K. Wally K, what you calling that?
Call who?
What you calling July 11th?
Oh,
plug your shit.
We calling it Stilettos and bathing suits.
Stilettos and bathing suits.
Oh.
Miami.
Oh, all right, then.
Send
Roll
off.
to Miami, baby.
Roll to Miami.
Hey, y'all just told my wife
Right,
I'm coming. They ain't gonna
right.
go on
Ah!
Hey Frank, before you go, Frank.
Let me also. I
Do
ain't
us a
finished.
favor.
What's
Shout
that?
out a lot of everybody together. Shout out our DJs.
Oh, I'm gonna do
Some
all
of
that.
our
I'm
bands.
gonna do all that.
Real quick.
I'm gonna do that. So
Let's
look,
give some names. Let's get some
also July 4th, man, Mansion Pool Party with Kim and Scooby and DJ Easy on the ones and twos. Mansion Pool Party, hosted by what's that boy? Hugh Hefner himself. You know who Hugh Hefner? Howie in the house. Also DJ MC on that party, man. It's gonna be a lot of clapping. A lot of clapping at that Mansion Pool Party. So get ready for that. July 4th, July 11th, I'm with Wally K. Man, I'm going to go down Miami, enjoy Miami with him like I did last year. You know, we're going to do Nikki Beach. You dig what I'm saying? They're going to tear that up. And where y'all party at?
We dropped our. Well, we ain't dropped it yet.
Y'all ain't even dropped it. It's still a secret.
But it's going to be indoor, outdoor, cigar lounge, hookah, all of that.
But look here.
It's
One
in the
thing
Art
I'm going to
District
say
in
this.
Miami.
Look, something y'all need to know about Miami. If you went to Wally K's pool party last year in Miami, the motherfucker was set off. Serious vibe, tore the motherfucker up. It was flooded, it was nice, and it was cheeks flapping. So, man, I'm going to enjoy the pool party this year. Now, come back. We coming back.
Right.
We coming back. Hey,
talk about
we're
cheeks.
going to go to Lamb. Hey, we're going to go.
Man, me some
We're
pineapple.
going to go to, oh yeah, also I got a rooftop pool party coming this spring. Rooftop pool party coming this spring with Serious Vibe. Yes, sir. Rooftop pool party. Rooftop party. Also, man, my birthday, 25th of November. It's a lot of parties. I can't change my birthday. So I got something special lined up. Bravo for that. And then, man, look here. Just got my hotel. Just signed it on the dotted line. Man, it's going down December 19th. Steve, where we at? Who opened doors?
Oh, Metro opens doors. all
Man,
day.
Metro Christmas Party,
Yo,
December
yo,
19th at the hotel
yo.
coming near you. I'm going to save it.
What's that?
Boom. And then we got my man Sam. What you got going on, bro?
Sam Bone here. Positive Black Man Coalition. As you know, we took some time off. Before I say anything, I want to, send a special shout out to my uncles Tim and Squessy. The original members of PBMC. Yeah. Right after, they both passed, and we decided to, fall back until it felt right. So, shout out to Stan, Cliff, and Rob, my 4 partners for PBMC. Just had a great event at the Pose. Looking forward, actually this next Saturday, the 29th, we got Black Alley and Scooby and Kim at the Ivy City Smokehouse. That's my birthday party. My birthday the 28th, so we're gonna do something with friends and family. All y'all welcome.
Happy birthday.
All right, happy birthday, bro.
Oh, so I know CIAA that weekend, so we're gonna hold it down for the people
Hold it down for
back
DC.
home.
We'll be there.
We all down CIAA.
CIAA.
Definitely see my man parties out with my man Frank and y'all down there too. Okay,
You down CIAA?
Steve,
Thursday
very
party.
much.
Bus trip, boy.
I got I'm going Thursday. I'm taking that road trip.
Yeah.
He
I
got
don't
a
like
bus,
flying
the
that.
bus-
A little
the
later
bus
in the
is
year
party.
though, we
Got 2 seats left.
Let's say,
we,
bro.
a little later in the year, we are banding back together with PBMC, and we have been discussing plans for the annual Night of Elegance event.
Yes, sir.
And bringing that back. And of course, what we talked about earlier is, we are looking at spacing out dates because we don't want to conflict with what's been going on. So it's all love with that, and we bring that back together. But yeah, next week, if anybody down CIAA, you stuck in the city, come on down Ivy City Smokehouse. We'll be there Saturday night with Black Alley and Scooby and Kim celebrating my birthday. So there it is.
Oh, my.
Saturday night, right?
I got one more. I gotta plug this party, or otherwise he gonna kill me. May 2nd, Echo Stage, Big G birthday bash.
Oh,
90s
sweet.
bash.
Hey, you gotta
Yeah.
plug that.
You say what?
May 2nd.
What? May
Is it
second?
90s bags?
Can I get
90s
it?
bash.
Can I get in on that?
I'm putting together for his birthday a band that ain't played together in years. All the original members, as well as another band from the 90s we putting together. Matter of fact, I'm looking right here and I see two of the bands right there on the top.
Group?
Gonna be playing together.
Oh, yeah.
And Scooby will be on stage with his old band, OP
Listen.
Tribe.
Okay.
OP Tribe. OP Tribe.
Oh, right. That's it.
But did you
That's
get
it.
through?
Y'all know what I'm gonna start
Saying,
calling
I
D
ain't
that man. The name is the historian, man.
Man,
Let me
no
tell you, man.
bullshit.
I be watching, man. He be knowing every band, every member.
Right,
And
yeah.
you know,
Hey,
man,
the man still got
historian
a
go-go,
And he
man.
put together great
Yeah.
chickens, though.
He still has.
Chickens be crazy.
You know,
He
man.
still has his. He's the only man I asked him.
got some
Hey,
knowledge.
look, no man to interrupt.
You never
Do he
go
got
back.
knowledge? I asked him one day, I said, Nut. I said, I bet you, I got a bet with somebody. Do you still got your beeper? He said, yes, Sky Pager.
Wow.
I got it.
That's crazy.
He still got it, though.
Unbelievable, man.
He still
Yeah.
got it.
Who had a pager company
Flat out.
back in the day? Raise your hand.
The people got you in trouble. The mother 6969.
Got us all in trouble.
No.
Oh, that motherfucking
That motor pushed the talk and look, where you at? And the joke comes
Next
straight
sales,
through.
I
The
got
next
it
sales,
right away.
next sales was a word. Oh man, that chirp. Oh man, I mean,
You gotta cut the chirp
you
off.
gotta cut the chirp off.
Man, before I get a mic to Mark, get our stuff out, man. First of all, man, I just want to take the opportunity to thank y'all brothers for coming together, man. A lot of power in the room, right? As y'all can see, it's something that I couldn't sleep. I kept talking to my son about it. I talked to all y'all individually. And then, at one point, I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to rub my relationships the wrong way. Because I understand all you crazy motherfuckers. I understand y'all individually. And I respect y'all more than I understand. Right? So, a lot of people do things. I try to lead by example, whatever we got going on. So I cheer for dudes, and I try to tell dudes, don't do that, man. Let's just cheer for one another. But they don't really do it. So that don't make me not gonna do it. I'm gonna do what we're supposed to do. Right? And that being said, man, special thanks to my son, Mark, man. Man, I'm telling you, when I tell you he hold that tricky team together, hold us down, break up the fights, we gotta call them individuals.
It's a new legacy.
You know what I'm saying? So, he steers in the right direction. It's just been a blessing, man. Man, am I drunk officially?
Yeah. You know
Best
what
guy
I
out
mean?
west.
Ain't doing it again. Ain't doing that same old bullshit.
Here come the legacy.
No sperm can flat out do it, right?
Yeah.
Doing it again. So, man, on
What up,
Tricky,
Big Red?
man,
Original
I'm gonna
Positive
plug my
Black Man.
stuff,
What's
but
up,
this
baby?
really wasn't
Love
what
you,
the
boy.
meeting was about. I'm glad everybody got a chance to let the world know what they got going on. In a few weeks, I got the All Black Extravaganza. We back at the convention center.
Oh boy.
Where you
He was
supposed to
saying-
be.
They asked me why did I lead the anthem. You know what I'm saying? The anthem is a big deal. I like the anthem. You can plug it in and then you gone, right? But for my city, and I listen to what the people say all the time. That's
Your
what
big
y'all gotta
brother.
do. And yep, got to go back to that convention center because they want to be seen, right? I mean, my dude said he spent $5,000 on his outfit, $3,000 on his shoes, and he went to anthem. He said, "Black, nobody seen you." Oh,
Exactly.
He said, "We got to get back to that
Big brother.
convention."
Yeah, they got to
And
go.
we want to use cash.
Yeah.
Put the spotlight
And I
on
got-
wanna use
and I got
cash.
my other boys, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to wear no credit card. They want to come with a bankroll this week.
Well, yeah.
92, I don't know.
Yeah, with the rubber band.
But, whatever works for y'all. So we back at the convention center. We got an amazing ticket with the young lady, Tamia, as our headliner. You know what I'm saying? Never could forget my city. Got Kim and Scooby. Got a young boy out of Howard University, Kevin Rose. So I'm telling y'all that y'all going to be very impressed with. My young man, Kenny Sway. Big up to the Future Band. You know what I'm saying? With Tricky Inc., we always try to give a couple artists their first time to book.
Yes.
I was telling their manager how many dudes we started in the lot.
Yeah.
pre-function. Everybody get there.
Secret
You
Society,
right there.
everybody.
You gonna get over there.
Even Vibe.
Everybody had their chance to get in that
Going on.
lobby and rock. And for
Exactly.
real, the pre-functional area is where it's at because everybody can see everybody.
That's where they at.
And you know, you gonna be judged by your outfit.
Mhm.
So don't come in there bullshit, Frank White.
Get
I
fresh.
made you get the fur gone on. Big boys can get fly too, right? You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get that fat boy flat.
Yeah, I'm saying. Hey, when the fat boy get fly, he get an extra point.
Absolutely.
Like, we can't just go in there and get them 22 slims like him.
Yeah. I gotta be an example then. No, they don't get an extra point. Get the sled. Fuck you
So
talking
you know
about.
we're gonna have a good time, man. We got the city coming out. We got some good sponsorship. We're gonna be followed by DC Cable. You know what I'm saying? Very good building. Everybody coming out. And the biggest thing that I like about the whole Black Extravaganza, so many people come from out of town, and I get to show my city off. You from Philly, but this how we do it.
That's right.
You from New Orleans, but this how we do it,
right.
right?
No doubt.
So I get to show my city off.
And I met a
It's
beautiful
a lot of
woman
people-
from
A
Detroit.
lot of people from the area on that ticket too.
Yeah, and we got a home. We got a home ticket. You know what I'm saying? We got some in, but other than that, we kept it home. Gave everybody in the city chance to rock, so we gonna have a great time. Right?
Come on out to that tricky event.
Yeah, we gotta do it, man.
March
Then-
14th. I got tickets in my pocket.
then my-
I got tickets.
Get your room, get your
I
room,
got
man.
tickets. I got early bird
Might
tickets.
well get your
room, get your room.
But you might well be
I
there
might have
somewhere.
You
that
might not be
room-
ready
that
for
room
that
with that
hospitality
marquee.
suite. You might not be ready.
My man, see, this is what I'm talking about. Every time I do a function, he go get the hospitality suite. I say, Steve, what you need?
This
He
what
got
we
food
do.
and drinks already laid out
we
for
do.
everybody
I
from out
already
of
know.
town. He like, man, all you out of town, send him here. Now they come by the time they get
He's
across
still
the street
opening
to
doors
Summer
off
Breeze,
duty.
They already
They
fried.
ready.
He
They
still
ready.
got that Metro hospitality.
Hey, look, they already,
Metro open doors.
they're already hitting the tricky website. Like, man, this was a great party.
They just gonna learn
They
shit.
ain't stuck in yet.
And I got tickets. I got
Gotta rock,
tickets.
you know? So now we got it, you know what I'm saying? And then, of course, we got for the Cool and You Wine Festival, right?
Oh boy.
Big up to Benita Sangria. Big up to my wife, Benita. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But we drinking the Sangria, and we gonna crack that wine open for the Cool and You Wine Festival. I'm gonna shoot to Jay.
Sir.
I ain't doing it as big as nut, but I'm trying to keep it moving. You hear what I'm saying? So as long as we keep
And that
the city
sangria
moving,
go with that
we can keep
Tito's.
it
I
going.
mixed it.
Wine festival was a good look, people.
No, that yeah.
Yeah, I went to both of them, and I went to both of them, and I'm telling you, I had a great time.
And y'all know we gonna have a time. I gotta coordinate dates with everybody, but we got the legendary Summer Breeze, right? Big up to Nat State. Hope they don't go up with us after we won that World Series. Every time
Right.
they go up,
Right. Go up on that price.
Right.
So, man, we gotta go back down that Summer Breeze and keep the city rocking. And then that's what we got, right, Mark? Coming back around the corner, right? Mark got a couple pop-ups he want to do. So I don't know how that's gonna work for me, but I'm.
Let's go.
Man, you got to go with the innovation.
I really don't even want them there for real. For real.
Ah.
We ain't gonna be there. You gonna go to.
All right. Making a block hot.
Yeah.
Two days for certain though, I'll be in Miami for your event and your event. So now you know what I'm saying. Now I got my two brothers to finally.
Can you
realize-
believe the biggest events in Miami is out of D.C.?
Yeah, but no, it's good
Can you
though.
believe it?
Put
That's
them
a
on the
beautiful
road.
thing.
That's right,
though.
because-
Oh, it's definitely good.
Shit, you doing good down CIAA though.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, Wale.
See,
See, I
it go what Mello talked about. See, I'm not doing one party CIAA, but I got 4 full buses.
Going down.
Ooh-wee.
Transportation.
Peripheral business.
Transportation.
$130.
You keep the city
I'm
moving.
gonna say that again. 4 full buses.
4 full
That's
buses.
200 people. $130 a piece.
let's book it.
Keep
Like
it
Mello
moving.
said, peripheral business.
Pull
Now,
up at Prime Steakhouse down
if
there.
we put all that together, with the people giving parties, it's people giving parties. Y'all got the finale. There's some other DC promoters doing other nights. If we put that all together, like Mello said, come on. Come
Let
on.
me ask y'all a
I'll
question.
take
right?
over another city.
You as a promoter, y'all doing y'all party, right? All right, let's just say, for example, I'm a sound guy, I'm an engineer, I'm a tech guy. You know I do that. I know you do your thing every year. My position is to say, don't worry about it. Throw me my little 2%. And we'll run this for the next 5 years. you have to look at the ancillary, meaning the control of the market at that point in time, the market share.
What do ancillary mean? I don't understand.
The ancillary is the control of the contract of what the asset is within the contract,
Oh,
the
okay.
event itself. Everything that's extended. You buy, like prime example, you control Tamia, you control it for the day. She can't do shit in this market. Or I don't know how many weeks, whether you're negotiating your contract out
Usually 2
or
months, 2
after.
months, 2 months.
So
Yeah.
if she comes to this market, she's working tricky. Same thing, if I'm an engineer, the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, this matter of fact, prime point. This is what makes DC so hot and so hard. With the bands, you can make money every night of the week. You can't do this shit in LA. You can't do this in New Orleans.
Mm-mm.
You can't do this in New York.
Mm-mm.
You can't.
In Chicago.
Every night of the week. Chicago,
Yeah.
yeah, they got their little thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But other places, you can't do that. But what I'm saying is like, you have like a subculture and a culture that's always going to support it. But the thing is, you got to look around it. All right, you have Fast Eddie's. What's down the street from Fast Eddie? You got a Dunkin' Donuts, you got an IHOP, you got a hotel.
And a Jiffy.
The
Jiffy.
You know what I'm saying? The
Preach.
thing is,
Preach,
now,
mother.
look, I'm gonna go see you,
Listen
right?
to the man.
I got 500 people down here every night that I do a joint. What kind of rate can I get?
Right.
Or what kind of percentage can I get off of the things that I increase in your spot? Because this is basically what it is. When you talk a bar guarantee or whatever, hey, you got an empty night. $15,000 bar guarantee. All right?
I want
This
$10
hotel
off a
number.
room.
Does that make sense? A hotel number.
I want $10
That's
off a
real.
room.
Based on food and beverage. And they will give you the room. So let's just say they had a slow night. All right, we're going to do a $5,000 bar guarantee. But I want a percentage of the rooms because we're going to sell these rooms out.
Right.
Now they're putting it in the paper. Yeah.
He on it now.
But, you know, I'm just saying, think outside the
That's
box.
my man.
We control it. Y'all are doing it, man. Doing it. Keep doing it. But we got to get together, man, put some things on paper.
Right.
That's the truth.
And off camera, I'm getting ready to open your head up with this thing that I got, man. I'm just going to leave it on the table and we'll get
Yes,
back
sir.
to it.
Look here, man. in
Turn them
conclusion-
cameras off.
In conclusion,
In conclusion,
I'd like to thank my man Nick, man, for the
Nico.
last minute. Let me
Nico,
go.
Hey.
Go Radio.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Always a call away, man.
Green Wave.
Yeah, Green Wave, man. See, that Benny Road bond is different from all that. all that shit y'all doing, we different.
Bang on.
We come across it, you know. But big up to my man Nick. We made a call at the last minute. He opened his doors up. He said what was on our heart. I appreciate y'all, man. This was big.
Yeah, it was.
And y'all gonna see the fruits of what we just did for years to come, right? Because I got plans that I couldn't put out yet, like Nuck couldn't put all this stuff out yet. But we gonna see the whole plan. You know, it's the hook coming off the jack, so we'll be straight. So
Oh,
let's
boy.
toast, man. Let's toast, man.
Mm.
Strong Black Brothers United, man. We're gonna make things happen. We're gonna keep the whole city dancing. Let's put our cups up, man. Yeah. That's it, Nick.
All right,
Good,
man.
bro.
Thank y'all for tuning in, man.
Hey, even the
First
Buffalo brother
time.
can say it. DC or nothing.
Yeah,
I've been here since '83.
Yeah, this many
Love
pieces
DC.
come together.
This is my home, for real. That's real talk.
I think
This
it's
is
real
my home.
down,
This is
man.
my home.